Hi everyone, this is the second video focusing on the Make It Real or R tasks. So if you watched the first video, you know that we have developed an action that will speed up your workflow for these tasks. And the action still works as expected, but there are a few modifications that I wanted to give you the heads up for. First of all, let's see another sample task. So the first thing is that the customer preview layer will be named sketch rather than preview. And this doesn't concern you a lot, but I just wanted to let you know. And secondly, we have included a feature in the preview functionality that will allow the customers to rotate both the background and the subject. So when you edit R tasks, you will have to reproduce the rotation made by the customer, if there is any. And if you look at these two images here, both the subject and the background are slightly rotated. So I have made some adjustments to the action so it can reproduce the rotation. And let's go ahead and play it. Just select it on your Actions panel and hit play. You will get the message that I read to you in the first video. Hit continue, browse, and here are the 4 images. Select them, hit OK, make sure these boxes here are unchecked and hit OK again. Okay, now the action is playing. And here is the different part. You will get a pop-up with another message. Let's read it. In the next step, please select Sketch JPG. In case the layer is smaller than the canvas, please transform it so it fits the canvas. Thanks. Okay, hit continue, and we are to select the sketch image. Just select it and hit place. And as you can see, it is smaller than the canvas. So we need to transform it. Hold the Shift key and just drag until the edges of the layer reach the edges of the canvas. Okay, then hit Enter. And that's really all. Right now, the background layer and the original layer are perfectly aligned to the sketch, and the rotation that the customer performed is retained. And once again, this is all you need to do for the R tasks in terms of composition. You don't need to move the subject, you don't need to correct the cropping, you don't need to fix the perspective or anything that you usually do on the regular tasks. The idea of the Make It Real tasks is that the customer creates a preview that we then use and make more realistic. So your job after playing the action is just to refine the mask and color correct so the subject and the background are blended in terms of color. And in case it is a full body image, then you have to add some shadows. Now, unfortunately, there are some cases when the action doesn't work very properly. And let me show you an example for that. I will just close this image here and play the action one more time. And this time I will navigate to another task. Okay, going through the steps as previously. And let's make the sketch layer visible. Now, as you can see, the subject is very well aligned to the sketch, but the background isn't. And the reason for that is that the subject takes up a very large space in the canvas, so Photoshop doesn't really see similarity between the sketch and the background. In this case, you will have to add the background manually and align it to the sketch. So let's just go ahead and do that. I will delete the background layer because it was cropped. And let's go to File, Place, and just select the background image and place it. It is placed as a smart object, so we can transform it and hit Enter. Let's make the sketch layer invisible and move the background layer at the bottom, and actually turn on the visibility of the sketch again, and let's reduce its opacity. Okay, now just hit Ctrl T on the background layer and transform it so it's as close as it could be to the customer sketch. That's pretty close, I think, so maybe just make the background layer a bit larger. And okay, that's cool. So I have tested the action on probably 20 tasks and it works pretty well in most cases. I didn't actually come across a task where the subject cannot be aligned to the sketch. This is the only case where I saw that the background cannot be aligned well enough to the sketch. This is when you will have to do some manual alignment, but in most cases the action will work pretty well. And as I mentioned in the previous video, this action is just the first step of automating the Make It Real tasks workflow for you. So we should have a much better solution for aligning the images for the Make It Real tasks soon enough. And that's all from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.